Hey everybody, how's it going? Today is Tuesday. Yeah, I think it's 2nd of June. Another good day. Went to work. Yeah, pretty straightforward day. Last night I had a great sleep, so that makes me feel great in terms of energy levels and smartness, performance at work. So I feel nothing is more important than a great night's sleep. I think yesterday I started taking supplements on magnesium and vitamin D4. Uh, I can't remember, is it D3? I think it's just vitamin D. Yeah. So that's what I've got. Yesterday I went to Coles to buy the supplements that I need. I see what happens, what gonna do to my body in the next couple months. I do feel like the energy levels is increased today. And last night I went to sleep at 9 o'clock. That was a huge change to me. Normally I will use computers, laptops, until like 9:30 and do meditation for half an hour. And 10 o'clock I go to sleep. But last night I went to sleep at 9 o'clock. Yeah, that was incredible for me. It was a great achievement for me. I feel the energy level is high and sleep quality is higher. I think for me, I do drink alcohol, so I heard that when you drink alcohol, you feel the urge to go to the toilet, and the magnesium get excreted out. So that's one of the reasons that I want to take magnesium supplement. I don't know. I kind of like suspect, right? My magnesium level is below too low. I suspect only. Just because of the food that we take every day, I don't feel like it's high quality enough. The soil, yeah, is it called overly cropped or something? Yeah, it just grow so much crops every year, and it been very repetitive. So a lot of the nutritions in the soil could be not high enough. So that's why I want to try out and see that gonna what they're gonna do to my body, and I feel like those your mental health is so linked to your body health. Sometimes you have a negative feeling, you feel like, oh, I'm just being negative. I heard many podcasts. There's many specialists. They don't think so. They think like body and mind are interconnected. I do have a colleague. He says, "Healthy food, healthy mind." That leaves a very strong impression to me. I do agree. When you have a strong body, and your mind is very likely to be healthy. I kind of think about when I was younger, teenager time, I have had so much energy and I feel like pretty much happy all day. I don't know what sadness is, what down is. I have a healthy body. I go out, play table tennis and basketball, long, long hours a day, and very consistent. I hang out with friends all the time, and my energy levels and body health. I rarely get sick and I rarely feel down. But now, the last 10 years, since I moved to Western countries, I feel very down, in many times. I wonder why. I think has things to do with my health. As you age, it, uh, my health, I mean, at least, has been going downwards, and I barely exercise. I always keep focusing on developing my career, get a new job, making more money. So that was has been my focus. But now I've been thinking that I've been doing things out of priority. What I should focus on my health and my happiness. That should be on top of my priority rather than making money. I mean, since you wear nice clothes, nice watch, drive a nice car, live in a nice house, yeah, it's good, make you happy, indeed, yeah. But if you are not to live to your best of yourself, 100%, right, and you don't really enjoy the best of your life, so and the focus you are is not correct, to be honest. I think the focus should be yourself, your happiness, and that's the top priority all the time, rather than keep put it on the back burner. So yeah, I always been a follower of Basha, and that's what he said. It basically just encourages you to do what excites you the most. And yeah, at the time when I was listening, I don't know what excites me the most. I have no idea. I don't know what my excitement is. As a matter of fact, there are some other listeners, conference attendants, they were asking the same question. People don't know what their excitement is. What make them feel good, excited. What should they do? Yeah, it's a tricky question. The excitement, only yourself knows. So even Basha couldn't tell. What the excitement is. I think it comes down to yourself. That's why I have been exploring different aspects of my life. Being straightforward to myself, and being confident and bold enough to explore different aspects yourself, so I know what excites me, right? Rather than you ask questions for some saints or aliens to find out what excites you. So if you never try, oftentimes you never know. You know, for me, I grew up in an environment. I have very limited choices in terms of activities, and very limited choices in terms of friends. So that was a very small community, and I only know playing table tennis. That's pretty much or running. Very limited sports that we could do. The school playground and outdoor area wasn't even paved with concrete or unpaved soil. So sometimes kids were playing basketball. The ball can bounce to all over the place because the surface is not flat. So and rainy days you can't play. It could get muddy. So I only know very limited sports. Only when I went to junior high school, year 7 to year 9, that was my junior high school, and I started playing basketball. They started having a paved ground, so that was pretty good. And when I went to senior high school, that's year 10 to year 12, I've been playing basketball a lot. So I have pretty good base for my future. When I doing a lot of things, doing business, opening my, chasing my career, and yeah, doing all sorts of things that give me a very strong body base. So I always have a good spirit and a good body, and I rarely get sick. So that was pretty good. I never regret the time that I spent on the basketball court, and yeah, it just gave me a very strong presence, in all aspects of my life. So I've enjoyed it. Even I'm not the best of the players, but that experience that really gives me the confidence in life. The body base, like I said, for your future growth. So yeah, so like I said, I explored very limited choices in terms of activities. So I know basketball excites me, table tennis excites me. So I'm kind of like going back to it now. I haven't played them for a long time, and I started watching NBA. Like I said yesterday, they had a very good match, or the day before, the Spurs from San Antonio and Oklahoma City Thunder. I had a good match, and I look forward to the final match between Spurs and New York Knicks. They're going to be a big match, and I look forward to it. And I kind of like going back to the sports that I liked when I was in high school. I haven't played them when I was in uni. What did I do in uni is, yeah, spend so much time with girlfriend, and did a lot of small business. Selling instant noodles and all that. Oh, I wonder, is a time or worth it or not? And yeah, this has been the past, and I didn't enjoy the course that I was learning, and I can't like become on the edge of becoming a dropout. But somehow I got back to it. with the help of my later girlfriend and current wife, I kind of passed all those failed items, and I got back to my ground, and I graduated. So yeah, but the 4 years I rarely did any exercise. Yeah, kind of gave up on my old hobbies, basketball and table tennis. I didn't do pretty much any sports. Kind of run around a bit, on the sports ground. Yeah, just running, walking, and sometimes, very limited basketball and football playing, and billiard. Yeah, I did play a bit of billiard. So yeah, this I do. When I look back, I do enjoy all the sports that I've done with my friends. Those are good times, and I look forward to the future. Hold on, I'll just turn on the light. No, not turn off, turn on the car. So yeah, excitement. What excitement brings to me, I don't know. I'm still exploring. Right now I talk in front of a camera and talk to my future self. So for me, that's an excitement. I haven't talked to someone or anyone or any place for this long. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. That's incredible. I have been very much keeping to myself, for the last many years. Since I work for the company, I worked for big companies in China. I worked for a big company in New Zealand and Australia. I've been very close to myself, only say the things that I need to say, and try to respect everybody or the managers in particular. And I always be a good kid, in the company. But somehow, I think I behave good. I just don't feel the excitement to be silent. I worked with computers for long time. I from 2018 to 2024, I've been running my own business. And sounds may a bit of a adventure, but it's still a lot of time with screen, unfortunately. So I don't really feel the excitement when I was with the screen. That's why I can't want to explore myself. What makes me feel happy, right? That's why I try to go out of my comfort zone, out of my box, think out of my box, and try to find the ways make me feel different and makes me feel happy. And that's why I'm doing all sorts of weird things, from many other people's standpoint, but I don't care. All I want to do is try to explore, about life. The life in this world is very short. You got how many years to go? I'd be lucky if I can live to 80 years old, and that do a simple math, I have 43 years left, right? So I have to be honest to myself. You don't need to pretend. That's what I can say. It is you are yourself. You don't need to pretend to be a good kid. Always walk. Like a robot. I'm not a robot. I try to be myself. I want to be myself and be excellent and doing what I like, and talk to the people that I want to be with. I enjoy to be with. That's why I changed my jobs. And I moved from China to New Zealand with a very very good job. But I gave up. I kind of like feel I didn't feel the excitement anymore, and so that's why I want to change. The life. I feel kind of like suffocating when I was in China. I didn't feel the freedom, the horizon that I want to expand myself to. So I feel so limited. When I arrive in New Zealand, I feel like the fresh air, the freedom, in the air. I still can remember. I can visualize it. I feel like it was right in front of me. So that's why I want to explore. I want to explore life and the excitement that brings to me. One of the reasons, yeah, like I said before, talk to the camera. I've never talked to this long before, and English is not my native tongue. I moved to New Zealand when I was in 25. So yeah, I always say I spent my formative years in New Zealand, but that's not quite true. I would say, 25 years, you already have your knowledge, your worldview, yeah, your the personality. You know what I mean? And I learned so much things from many of my friends in New Zealand, though, and I had a great time there, and I learned so much, and I had my time there, and yeah, my personality got formed, no, sort of like reformed, restructured, to an extent that I agree. It's kind of like China formed me 50% and New Zealand formed me 50%, and I become 100%. But I disagree now because I feel like I want to reform myself again. I want to grow again, So I feel like I'm 37 years old. I'm still in my formative years, right? So that's how much percentage is Australia gonna make a contribution to my life formation. I've no idea. I see what life holds me and see what this kind of self talk and how much it's gonna change me. In that remains an answer. And I do enjoy my time with my son and daughter and my wife. And they are shaping me. Whether I agree or not, and that it is happening. I learn so much things from my children, and that's great. So I always like to learn. When I learn new things, I feel fulfillment, satisfaction. So yeah, so still keep looking forward, working through, be the best of myself, try to be healthy. If I'm not healthy, I couldn't talk. I just feel like bombarded after work, just don't want to do nothing, drinking beer, and feeling a bit of shattered or fried, what's or not. I try to be my best of myself, so I keep the energy up, right? And then when I go through 8 hours of work, 3 hours at commuting, 11 hours when I finish work, I still feel present. So that's good, right? You when you go to work, I do want to present the best aspect of myself, rather than being tired and complaining. No, that's not me. I want to present the best of myself to work to others. And to do that, I think I need to work on myself. I need to improve my own energy, right? You need to have a big bottle of water, like water. Imagine the water is your energy, and you drink it, you consume it, and when you go to work, you still want to have something, to present to others, rather than you become very empty. So to do that, I need to fill out myself with water, be to be full, to live to the best, and for me, like I said, I want to do more exercise, picking up new hobbies, and picking up old hobbies, really, and hang out more, making more friends. That's the other reason. When I talk on the camera, potentially when I put it on the YouTube, I may be able to make some friends. When I feel like same feel, and it kind of like you have similar sort of interest, personality. Yeah, I feel like in Australia at the moment, a bit of hard, for me to actually make friends that shares the same kind of like personality or worldview with you. It's a bit hard. I think a lot of people try to keep to themselves. It's kind of sad, a country, they say it's the best country in the world, right? A lot of people say that. Why people just like living to the best of themselves, like living in heaven, and I once imagined when you live in heaven, you go to the bar, talk to the people, everyone's happy, and you see all your friends, relatives, and all that. So that might be what I imagine what heaven going to be like, right? It occurs to my dreams, and if Australia is so good, people should be living like that. Good people are just so open-minded, greeting you, welcome you, give you the best. We have a lot of ways to share, right? Yeah, we have big land, also natural resources, iron ore, gold mine, lithium, we got all sorts. So You know, we've got all those natural resources, big land. We everyone should have living to the best of their lives, right? But from all the information that I can gather, it's not the case. You know, it's actually kind of the opposite. You know, so I feel like a bit of sad in this aspect. Even so, I still want to present the best of myself. You know, give my smile to my friends, to the strangers. You know, in the park. That's because you want to make a positive impact to the world. You know, so yeah, the world lives inside your eyes, you know, and when you smile to someone, the world gonna smile back to you. So no matter what other people do, I do my best, you know, to give the best impact to the others. So that's how I feel, and that's what I'm gonna do, and I will be keep doing that, you know. So yeah, to do that, like I said, you need to work on myself, improve my health, and chasing dreams, top up the energy levels, eat the healthy food, avoid unhealthy food, and do the things good for me, and of course, avoid the things that bad for me. So yeah, uh, what other things are good, what things are bad, uh, sometimes can be arguable. So yeah, I like doing researches, listening to podcasts, see other people's opinion. For example, taking supplements. Some people say unnecessary. Some people say it's very good. You need to do that, like vitamin D. You know. So I don't know. I haven't taken supplements for a long time. Yeah, like I said yesterday, I started taking vitamin D and magnesium. So I'll see what happens to my body in the next couple months, and I'll keep you all updated. And yeah, in terms of career, work, and leisure, I'll try to explore the excitement in those areas. You know, I try to find, even many times they're very boring, right? And I try to live a fulfilling life. On the train, I watch podcast, watching Harry Potter at the moment. It's been great. I had a great time. And this is also for me, you know, spending time on the train rather than you whining and complaining. I spending the time on actual TV shows, you know, and I actually feel the excitement and learning from those shows. So for me, it's great. That's something that I encourage everyone to do. You know, find excitement in your everyday life. You know, turn those boring things into exciting things. That will make a huge difference. As I said, life is some how the way that you look at it and how you do with it, and that's going to be making a huge difference. So I encourage everyone to do the same, to live the best of your life as much as you can, and give away the negative ideas and negative habits. Because those habits, for example, eating junk food, that affects your mind. You know, they're building vertigo in your mind. Then that's no good. You know, and once a mind is formed, it becomes very hard to get rid of. You know, giving up on negative thought in your brain is really not easy. But giving up a chips, you know, for a month is easy, to be honest. You know, because once you become depressed, it's really really hard to get out of it. I experienced that, and yeah, it's not good. You know, so I want to encourage people to eat healthy. You know, look after your mind, and your mind gonna look after you. And I want everyone to live a fulfilling life, including myself. I only want to share some of my personal experience, and to encourage people to get on track, and be the best of themselves, and hope one day you will live your life to the 100%. I think that's enough for today. Great chat with you. Until next time, peace out.